nations, and our people that been living here for thousands of years. Stand up. We've been fighting for our freedom since the Nina and the Pinta and the Santa Maria. Stand up. Like Geronimo, Sitting Bull, Red Cloud, Crazy Horse, Leonard Peltier. Stand up. Now they poisoning the waters for us, sending for the battle, so we on the frontier. One nation, one cause, one people, one tribe, no sense against the pipeline. Get on your feet for standing rock, and we'll show you how strong we can be when we unify.
We are breaking in with reports of Martin County Sheriff moving in aggressively toward Standing Rock. With militarized vehicles, water protectors are starting to protect its land. It looks like a raid. We call on the Global Water Collective to return to camp. We asked all water protectors to come back to camp.
Good day to the citizens of the world. Anonymous TV is reporting on the update. On No Darpl. To all return to camp and prepare for the resistance. Make no mistake, we are prepared to mobilize and resist this brazen power grab. That's the shout from thousands of water protectors. After the acting secretary of the Army Corps of Engineers, Robert Speer, announced on Tuesday that he would move toward granting the permit for the completion of the $3 billion Dakota Access Pipeline. Key leaders of the indigenous resistance to the project issued a statement saying they will resist this brazen power grab. We are disgusted but not surprised by the Secretary of the Army's decision to recommend the easement on the Dakota Access Pipeline, the water protectors said in a statement issued Tuesday. Instead of following proper legal procedure and completing the environmental impact study, the Army has chosen to escalate an already tense situation, go against their own processes, and potentially put people in harm's way. In December, the outgoing Obama administration had ordered a halt to the construction of the massive pipeline project until the Army Corps of Engineers could complete a full environmental assessment. In one of his first acts in office, President Trump ordered the acceleration of the project over the objection of the Standing Rock Sioux tribe, who say the pipeline violates their treaty rights and threatens the drinking water of thousands of residents in North Dakota. The statement suggested that while Speer's order does not constitute the actual granting of the easement necessary to continue construction, it does suggest the federal agency will ignore the environmental impact study and allow for construction to begin as early as this week. The Indigenous Environmental Network, a grassroots network dedicated to capacity building in indigenous communities around environmental and economic justice issues, has played a key role in organizing the Oseti Sakine Water Protector Camp set up last April to block construction of the project. The group connected Trump's push for the pipeline project to his recent attacks on immigrants and women. We know the Trump administration stands to gain from this project. The President of the United States is an investor himself, and their actions reveal a blatant disregard for the rule of law and a clear interest in lining their own pockets. This decision follows Trump's unfortunate attacks on immigrants, women, and the press. Now he is working even harder to attack sovereign tribal nations and historic treaties, said the statement. The group further echoed statements earlier from the Standing Rock Sioux tribe that resistance to the project would continue. Trump and his climate-denying cabinet are clearly doing what is best for their businesses and are willing to put profit before human rights and the environment, concluded the statement. But make no mistake, we are prepared to mobilize and resist this brazen power grab. This is a message to all water protectors: return to camp and protect Mother Earth. We are anonymous. We are the truth that's hiding in the dark. We are the last stand for humanity. We are your neighbors. We are humanity. We are a legion. And we are now. Expect us.
Hello, my relatives. This is Chase Iron Eyes. I'm at the Ocheti Oyate camp on the other side of the Last Child's camp, which was established this morning. It appears that the barricade is coming down, but that causes some concern for us because there's highly militarized National Guard vehicles there. About 15 to 20. There's about 15 to 20 Morton County or highway patrol vehicles, and about 10 to 15 DAPL private mercenary security that is positioned up on the hill. And we know there are a large number of reinforcements just beyond our view shed. And we have Sacred Stone is going to the drill right now. We have a camp that has been established, and we have I don't like to spread paranoia or really propaganda even, but a raid is possible right now. When we get close to the barricade, it appears they're using some sort of device or a signal blocker or something, stingers or whatever you call those things. But I wanted to get this message out because I don't know if we have any media on the ground except the Young Turks, which we appreciate their presence as always. So if there's anybody out here, any media that you know, any people that you know in Ocheti Shakomi or Ocheti Oyate camp, please get a message to them and tell them to come up on Highway 1806 and to be ready for whatever happens. We are all unarmed, we are all non-violent, but we are committed to making a stand out here. And we don't take this lightly. We are in this to remove the most militarized blockade in North Dakota history and to remove this pipeline. This is a clear and present threat to the health, safety, and well-being of our people, our children, and our nation. And it's our right to defend this territory. And so there are about 1,000 people on the ground right now. Everybody up on Last Child's camp is prepared to hold that ground. Everybody at Sacred Stone is moving on the drill pad. And a lot of people in camp are just ready to hold the ground at camp, but it could go down. Like I said, I don't like to cause undue fear for those that aren't ready to face whatever's coming to us. We have a lot of people on trial today. Over 600 people have been arrested in the most brutal force of corporate mercenaries, North Dakota law enforcement, Morton County, North Dakota National Guard, in collusion with North Dakota media, the North Dakota governor, the North Dakota Republican legislature. There is a collusion happening here, and we've seen the brunt of it. We've seen the violence that has been inflicted. Donald Trump has made it clear that he intends to approve, he intends to force the Army Corps to approve this easement so they could drill under the river. And we just can't have that. So, if you can, come here. For those of you who are here, or if you know people here, get a hold of them. Tell them that to be ready. Nake nula wa'u, wana wakta uwo. Tell them to come to the highway. So just keep it tuned in here and Lakota People's Law Project. Whoever else is providing live feeds, maybe Johnny Dangers, maybe Jeffrey Christian, Vanessa Castle, Holy Elk Lafferty, whoever's on the ground, find somebody and pay attention to their feeds because they're intermittent. They're not always guaranteed. But again, liberty flows from the front line and in the streets. This is the next 4 years, you guys. We've got to be ready and we've got to be committed. So I'll tune in or I'll check in later. And tune in later. Leela Wolfie Latonka, thank you very much.
Sincerely yours, the Sanitation Man. Expect
Special
us.
shout-outs in Ohio. Inspector, Operation Second, and the Anonymous Collective.
And I had to start again. Just my children and my wife.